Good morning. A beautiful day in the neighborhood. I think I'm on camera this time, so hi. It's just been my hand. What I'm gonna do is draw the shoe. Now I'm probably off camera. Alright, doesn't matter. So, I'm gonna draw this shoe, and what you need is a regular piece of paper and lay it on the table like this, and then put your shoe on the table, and then if you have a little something like this to put under it, it'll hold the shoe up so you're not looking down into it. And then if you look down into it, you have to draw a little perspective, and we'll just wait for that, do it another time. So we're just going to draw the profile of the shoe, and it's called a contour line. The line that goes around everything is called the contour line. So you have your piece of paper, it's on the table. You have your little, some kind of thing to hold the shoe up a little bit. And what I want you to remember when we're doing this is to draw big, use a continuous line, and if you need to stop at a certain point, then you can stop, but just leave your pencil on the paper. So don't use a sketchy line. Don't use a line like that. We're just going to draw one continuous line and draw what you see. So, here we go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to look at this, and I'm going to pretend like there's an ant that's crawling over the surface of the shoe, and I'm going to make a map of where the ant has been. So I'll just go like this, try to stay out of your way as I draw. I'm going to start over here, and the ant has to climb up just a little bit and go over this hump. So I'm going to make that hump. I might be exaggerating a few things, but it's going to follow basically where the ant crawls. We're not going to, we'll just do that. Okay, I'll start here, and I'm looking just directly at it, at the side, and I'm going to start at the toe, that little lump, and then it goes over. I'm going to make this a bigger stroke so you can see it. Goes over, there's another lump right here where this piece of leather is sewn, and then it curves over, and there's another tiny piece of leather attachment. I'm not going to draw much of the shoestrings. I'll just give a little bump there. And I'm getting kind of big, but that's okay. You draw what you see, and we'll talk about proportion another time. So there's the shoestring. Goes across like that. And I'm going to start over again because I got way too big. Okay. Up we go. Just a little line to show the boundary. It's where the ant's crawling. Up at the top, and then it starts to go down. There's that little loop. We're going to identify the insides of the shoe a little bit later. I still go way over to the side. Sorry. That's what happens sometimes when you look at what you're seeing. You're so intent on seeing that you don't think exactly about proportion. But okay, there are little ridges down here on the bottom of the shoe. And I'm going to go a little faster. You try to go slow, but I'm on a deadline here. My thumb's in the way, so I'm just going to presume that those things keep on going. And there. Actually, it looks pretty good. Pretty good proportions, so, but don't worry about it. If yours is bigger on one side than the other, then that just means that you've been looking really close, not thinking about proportions. There are things you can do if you want to do proportions, and that's like make a point here where the toe starts, and then you're going to go to this point where the top of the heel, top of the shoe is, and then you're going to go to this point where the back of the heel is, and then down here and down here for these 2 points, and then the line sweeps across like this. Okay, so you connect all those and do it the same way, and then your shoe is in pretty good proportion. But we're not doing that this time. We'll get to that next time, and that'll help you if you have a problem with the proportion. Okay, now that we've got that part done, we come back here and do the interior pieces. So I see that this part of the sole comes down like that. It goes under like this. And see this line of the leather comes around here, stops about there. These 2 lines come up and meet. This one curves down a little bit and meets up with that. That line curves down like that. There's also this line that skirts the top. Of the sole. And there's this connective piece right here, which it ends right here. So can you see that? This piece right here. So it comes over here, goes up, curves down, and then there's another connective piece. One comes from the heel, so it's about this point right here. Curves up a little bit and then down, meets that point. Okay, and then there's one that comes up from here, starts down, and then there's 2 lines that go through here, and it comes over and goes up, and there's a little piece of fabric that comes like this, goes up about there. So you can see it's just kind of like putting the puzzle pieces together on your shoe. Now it's great if you can use your own shoe because it's a very personal thing to do. Most of the time I use my own shoe, but I thought I'd do one for my wife. This is Auntie Ann's shoe, or Grandma Ann, or Mrs. McConnell. And then we do these little holes where the shoestrings come down. This is just all little details that you can finish up. Looks like I got an extra one in there. Not sure about that. This is the one that loops over and it goes back in. So I hid that away so I didn't have to, look at all this. Didn't want to have to draw all that and all these little loops, that's just too much extra stuff. So there you have it. That's how you draw a shoe. So draw your shoe and let's see what you did. And you can send your images to cartoonydan@gmail.com, and then in the subject line put shoes. So let's see what you did. All right? Have a great day. Hey, I'll show you what it looks like outside. There it is. Told you it was a beautiful day in the neighborhood. That's the Wenatchee River down there. You can barely see it snaking around. Bye.